Rihanna is stupidly rich. In 2012, she took her luxury game to new heights. Literally, for her 777 tour, she brought fans and media aboard a chartered jet, traveling to 7 countries in 7 days while partying at 30,000 feet. And that's just one part of her wild lifestyle. She once had a diamond watch so heavy that she had to wear it on her ankle. Everything she owns is all custom made, and each piece is more exclusive than the last. These are all the stupidly expensive things that define her world. Now, you'd think hitting $1.4 billion as the first female billionaire in music means a life full of yachts and champagne, right? Well, for Rihanna, it all starts with real estate. One of her crown jewels? Well, a $13.8 million Beverly Hills mansion. 2 marble islands in the kitchen, a master suite that feels like Bali, and yes, Sir Paul McCartney as her neighbor. But of course, she wasn't just going to stop there. She had to casually scoop up the house next door for another $10 million, with a private pool, high ceilings, and a wine cellar tucked away for all her entertaining needs. And when she's not in LA, she's cooling off in her $22 million beachfront villa in Barbados. 5 ensuite bathrooms, a private chef, and views that make paradise sound basic. Back in LA, she's got her $5 million penthouse in Century City, which is complete with private elevators and a 75-foot pool. It's what you call a fortress in the sky, perfect for when you want to just disappear above it all. But in 2018, in her $6.8 million Hollywood Hills mansion, something horrible happened. A man broke in and spent the entire day lounging around like it was some sort of luxury getaway. Although Rihanna wasn't home, the audacity of the situation was enough. And not long after, she decided to put the house up for rent at $35,000 a month. So if you got the cash and the credit, you could call it home. Not exactly your typical Airbnb, right? Well, while most people are busy saving for retirement, Rihanna is dropping $1 million yearly on her hair. We're talking custom wigs by the world's top stylists and treatments flown in from across the globe. Because why not? Her self-care routine is as bold as her music, and every appearance demands something fresh. Honestly, her hair's probably worth more than most people's net worth. Her routine isn't your average trip to the salon either. We're talking diamond-infused oils and serums from the beauty labs that you've never even heard of. And her appointments are scheduled months in advance to make sure that every single strand is red carpet perfect. After hearing about her $1 million hair routine, you might think that you've seen it all, but Rihanna's taste for luxury runs far deeper. Her jewelry collection is worth over $40 million. Pieces that most would lock up like treasure. Take her 123-carat Chopard diamond necklace, for instance. When she stepped onto the red carpet, every celebrity's gaze was locked onto her neck. And because Rihanna doesn't do anything halfway, she paired it with her 21-carat ruby cuff at her first ever diamond ball. The combo was over $1 million. But for Rihanna, it's just another night out. And if you thought that was impressive, the most expensive thing that she's ever worn wasn't even jewelry. It was her canary yellow guilloche gown at the 2015 Met Gala. It took over 2 years to make and is worth over $3 million. So the next time you're dress shopping, don't even think about comparing it to Rihanna's wardrobe. It's a whole different ballgame. And if you're a billionaire, there's always one man that's ready to load you up with diamonds. Jacob Arabo of Jacob & Company. Rihanna doesn't just wear his watches, she flexes them. At the 2023 Super Bowl, she rocked the $72,000 Brilliant Skeleton Northern Lights with 251 diamonds and a crown set with 30 more. But Riri had to level up. A few months later, she wore a $400,000 Jacob & Co. watch. Not on her wrist, but on her ankle. Yeah, that's right. A watch so loaded with diamonds that even her ankle had to carry the weight. And she's nowhere near done. Another part of her outrageous collection is a Rolex Day Date, a more subtle pick by Rihanna standards. She's been rocking the 36mm yellow gold version, complete with a champagne dial and diamond hour markers. You know, because why not make timekeeping sparkle? It's a kind of classic elegance that really only she can pull off. It's timeless, just like her. One of Rihanna's most unique customs isn't a watch or a necklace, it's a $1 million custom Mercedes SLR McLaren Sterling Moss. And this ultra-rare vehicle was a limited edition collaboration between Mercedes and McLaren, with only 75 ever made. With a 5.4-liter V8 engine that hits 60 miles an hour in just 3.5 seconds, this car blends speed and pure statement. But let's be honest, when a ride is this rare, it's more about who gets to keep it than how fast it can go. Parked next to that custom Mercedes is her $335,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. and a $393,000 Lamborghini Aventador. Oh, and for those off-road days, well, she's got a $78,000 Jeep Wrangler. With Beyoncé, Rihanna is the undisputed queen of fast and powerful machines, proving that luxury isn't just about the price tag, it's about the horsepower too. Rihanna loves giving custom-made presents, but her man, A$AP Rocky, oh, he took it to a whole nother level. Forget the luxury, he went straight for the heart. He gifted her a $51,000 Anushka charm bracelet. And let me tell you, this thing is dripping with meaning. We're talking 10 custom charms, each one symbolizing a special moment in their relationship. A compass for direction, a magic mushroom inspired by Alice in Wonderland. I mean, how cute is that? Every charm was handpicked by Rocky himself. Honestly, with all that meaning packed in, he might as well engraved it with "What's up, Riri?" just to make her blush and shyly whisper, "What's up, Rocky?" with that look of love in her eyes. So when your relationship gets turned into literal jewelry, I mean, that's next level romance. Some people, well, they get flowers, and then there's Rihanna getting stories told through diamonds. And what's Riri's ultimate present for Rocky? Well, blessing him with 2 gorgeous children. And she's got them flying in style on her $62 million Gulfstream G550. This jet is next level. Leather seats so soft that they practically feel illegal. A private bedroom for long-haul flights, and all the comforts that you'd expect when living that billionaire life. Family trips? I mean, more like vacations in the clouds. And speaking of flying, we've seen what kind of a rich boss Rihanna is. But in 2012, she did something that no one in the music scene had ever done. She launched the now legendary 777 tour. She chartered a private Boeing 777 and flew 200 fans, journalists, and crew across 7 countries in 7 days, performing concerts in each city and partying nonstop at 30,000 feet. With mid-flight celebrations, fans going wild, and journalists trying to keep up, the chaos aboard the plane was almost as famous as the concerts themselves. In just a week, the tour hit cities like Mexico City, Toronto, Paris, Berlin, and London. By day 5, the lack of sleep had journalists begging for a break, and there's even a rumor that Rihanna herself had to disappear for a few hours just to escape the madness that she had unleashed. While the concerts were all unforgettable, the stories from the jet might even be more legendary. The whole experience cost Rihanna millions, but for her, it was all about the thrill, and that is priceless. Oh, so how did Riri become the richest woman in music? Well, sure, dropping hits and selling out arenas will get you rich, but to billionaire status? That takes serious business moves, and Rihanna has been playing chess while the rest are stuck on checkers. In 2017, she launched Fenty Beauty, which raked in $100 million in just 40 days. 40 shades of foundation, and boom, the beauty industry was scrambling to keep up. By 2020, Fenty Beauty was valued at $2.8 billion, with Riri owning 50% of the empire. That's hundreds of millions added to her bank account, all like it's nothing. And then there's Sauvage Fenty, her lingerie line that redefined feeling sexy. By 2021, the company was worth $1 billion. And guess what? Rihanna also held 30% of that. Let's just say she's going to be cashing in more than just music royalties. I mean, she is stacking serious paper. And let's not forget her Fenty skin line, which slid into the skincare game like a boss. Or even her Fenty fashion house collab with LVMH, making her the first woman to create an original brand with a luxury giant. Her $1.4 billion net worth? Yeah, that's not just from slaying it on stage. She's also running the boardroom. As of 2024, Rihanna's pulling in about $40 to $80 million per year, depending on how her ventures perform. And let's be clear, this isn't money from a divorce or a family inheritance. Riri is a self-made billionaire, building her empire from the ground up. She's a boss in beauty, fashion, and music, an icon that reshaped industries and put her name in the billionaire club through sheer hustle. By next year, she's on pace to hit $2.6 billion. And if she ever decides to give us that new album that everyone's been waiting for, well, let's just say that the sky is the limit. And with Rihanna, there's no telling how high she's gonna fly.